Hello there, this is just a very quick session to say exactly what has changed with the updates to F7 in 2014-15. So from December 2014, what are the changes? Well, in a short sentence, not much. Okay, so not much has changed on F7. What has changed is the exam structure. The syllabus itself is basically the same. The only change has been the addition of IAS 41, which is about agriculture. It's not a very big standard and it won't take much to learn it. That's the only change. The syllabus itself has stayed exactly the same. So if you've studied F7 previously and haven't sat the exam yet, or perhaps have failed it, the studying that you've done will stand you in good stead. It's exactly the same stuff. Now, what has changed, as I mentioned, is the exam structure. So at the start, you will have some objective test questions. So the exam structure has changed. Now, by objective test, they really mean multiple choice at this stage. So multiple choice questions at the start, making up 40% of the paper. Then a larger 30-mark question, which could cover groups or preparation of financial statements, and then two slightly shorter questions, still long questions but shorter than the big 30-mark questions, and those can come from anywhere on the syllabus. So the exam structure has changed significantly, but the actual content that's being examined is exactly the same. So that's the changes that have happened. Now, how have we adapted for that? Well, when it comes to the full course, we've added lots of new objective test questions. So we've got multiple choice questions at the end of each chapter, starting with the groups. There's a groups multiple choice test. And then at the end of each of the IFRS chapters, we have multiple choice questions to practice on. Aside from that, the lectures are the same, the illustrations are the same. In fact, the illustrations will be more akin to short form questions, aside from some of the longer groups illustrations. When it comes to the revision course, we've restructured that to reflect the new exam structure. Rather than question 1 now being groups, it's likely to be the first 30-mark question in the section B of the paper. So we've restructured that revision course. We've still used past paper questions because they will still be relevant. If you look at the specimen paper, some of the questions on the specimen paper are actually past paper questions. So that reflects the fact that the past paper questions will still be relevant to the new F7 exam. So that's how we've changed the courses. We have adapted. We're going to adapt as we go forward. When we get more examples of the types of questions that will be asked, we will add them to the revision course, and we will add multiple choice questions to the full course if we need those also.